Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your reading of October 15th through 2023. My name is Dawn. Welcome to my channel. You're listening to Dawn Williams Tarot. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for finding your way here. I hope that you will like and subscribe as I am trying to grow our spiritual community. We would love to have you join us. If you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. I am very happy that we are together again. How was your week last week? Did you find that the energies were a little difficult? I mean, we have a lot of stuff that's going on the planet. You know, we just had this huge thing happen with the Middle East, and we're working through a new speaker in the House of for the House Speaker of the House in our government. So there's a lot of activity and stuff going on. For me, I found it to be very up and down, and I felt like I was riding waves. I got a ton of downloads. I felt as though for a couple of days, I was just really processing a lot. It's kind of like in the old days when we used to have the old computers, like when computers first came out. Okay, so I'm really dating myself here, but you know, it would take a while. It would take a while for things to download. It would take a while for you to get online. I felt like that bogged down process for myself. Anyway, I don't know how you guys were feeling this last week. Anyway, so here we are. This is for the new week, right? I did a lot of meditation this last week. And then yesterday was our new moon. And we also had that solar eclipse. We have another eclipse coming in 2 weeks. So the energies are still going to be kind of interesting until we get through that process. So, you know, just realize that it's going to affect you and people around you in a lot of different ways. I'm really finding that people are really starting to really express their anger. Like anger is surfacing and people are just getting really impatient, those types of things. And I just, you know, whenever I go anywhere, I just protect my space, my little bubble of love around me. And I just kind of observe. I don't allow myself to get sucked into those things, but I am observing that people are just really on edge right now. So what I'd really like for you to do is I'd like you to do just this quick breathing exercise with me. And what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you just exhale all the air out of your lungs. I'm going to have you take a deep breath in. I'm going to have you hold it at the top. And then I just want you to slowly let it just completely all out of your lungs. And the whole point of that really is because, you know, if you're surfing the web or you're just looking for something to do and you've come across this message, I really would like for you to ground in the moment. Because if I can get your attention to ground in the moment, the messages come through so much more easier for you. Okay, Virgo? So let's go ahead and just expel all of the air out of our lungs. Take a deep breath in. And hold it. And release. Oh, okay. And sometimes when you just do that one simple breath, you can feel your body, like you can feel this calmness come over you, because really what you're doing is you're really grounding your soul really into your body. And one of the things that I want to throw out there, since we're talking about that, is how often do you feel yourself drifting out of your body? Are you always grounded? We are earth signs, right? I'm a Taurus. You guys are definitely an earth sign. We are the grounders, right? That's our job. But I still see so many people out there that are ungrounded, especially driving. So it's just a rhetorical question. It's just something to put in like a seed, right? This is just a seed as to gauge yourself this next week. Gauge yourself to see, ooh, am I grounded? Am I not really grounded? The easiest way to ground, of course, is to go outside. And if you can do it with bare feet, that's even better, right? Or walk in nature, or just go out and feel the breeze on your face, on your body. Those types of things. Okay, so this week I am pulling a oracle card from the deck called the Secret Language of Light. In my meditations this week, Spirit had told me that at this point, people are in their lanes. And what I mean by that is people are making their decisions as to whether or not they're going to do the evolution. They're going to ascend up. They're going to go with Mother Earth and move up. Or they're going to devolution, where they're going to spiral down and stay within the third dimensional reality and all of those things that the third dimension is going to go through before its final collapse. So we do have choices at this time. The other thing I was told is that we are all old souls. There are no young souls on the planet right now. We have been here lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. When you go out of the body and you do your healing process and you recycle and you come back, it is possible for you to recycle and go to a different location so that you're not necessarily on the planet, because there's a lot of star seeds from other planets here, right? Taking a physical form this time in a physical body, a human body. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you originated from here. So, just take it with a grain of salt. This is the information that I've been pulling in for quite a long time, but it might not resonate with you, and that's okay. So this reading is for Sun, Moon, and Rising in Virgo. And I do suggest that if you find that your sun sign, if you only listen to your sun sign, when you're listening to me or any other reader, sometimes the thing that's going to have the most potent message for you could be if you know what your moon sign is, or if you know what your rising sign is. That gives you a fuller picture. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull your picture of your card from the language of light. I am going to read its message. I'm going to do a Celtic cross for you to give you cards for your week as to what's coming up for you, and then I'm going to do your 5 main themes at the end. So your card for the week is Enlightenment. And you know what's funny is I just did Leo. I swear I really shuffled these cards and they got the same card. And if you look at the picture, you can see that the earth is in the center of, it's called the tree of life, right? This is called the flower of life. Flower of life. And this flower of life, they've decided, is what are the building blocks of the energies that help create physical matter, physical form. Okay, so that is, it's so weird that you guys got the exact same card. Okay, so here we go, Virgo. Evolution is guaranteed. You are waking up from your old habits and patterns. At times, you may feel bewildered or not quite like yourself. Relax, all is well. You are just keeping up with your evolution and the life that you desire. Your body and mind are adjusting, adapting to your new and loving soul perspective. It is common for your mind or body to resist, react, or panic when you experience the unfamiliar or unknown. However, from this higher vantage, you can change any story that splits you into and heal any wounds. Now that's powerful. You are not trying to replace a negative memory with a positive one. Instead, see all the components of a memory so that a new conclusion can form. An unbalanced memory recreates the trauma every time it is talked about or remembered. How important is this message? Wow. This must be a message for me too, because we need to change our stories, right? So this event or person will be blamed for the pain in your life today. A balanced memory has no charge or activation and becomes wisdom. You may even come to see a challenge as the best thing that ever happened to you. Once you change and heal your opinion, enlightenment will shine through as wisdom. I love this card, Virgo. This is a great card. And you know what? I absolutely love this one line in here. An unbalanced memory recreates the trauma every time it is talked about or remembered. Wow. That's why so many of us get stuck for so long, and it takes us so long to heal. And it has to do with the story that you tell others, right? So you have to be careful of that. That's a great card. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Here we go, Virgo. We're going to pull your cards now. I am using the Morgan Greer deck. I am going to shuffle so you can see I'm shuffling. Enlightenment. I'll take it. I want to go with you, Virgo. Let's go. Let's go up to the fifth dimension and leave behind all these crazy energies way down here on the third. Okay, so what do our Virgos need to know? What is hurting or helping them? What's going on with them? What is supporting them? What's their near future? What are their external influences? Things they might not be seeing that's going to come in next week. Okay, here we go. I always split the deck in 3 piles. Many readers do. And then I do one more split. Okay, here we go. Wow. Okay, so your main focus, and don't freak out, but it is a heavy hitter. It's the Devil card. Okay, so the Devil card is meaning there are distractions. Okay, let me pull all the cards and then we'll talk about it. Don't get freaked out, Virgo. It's okay that the devil is there. It doesn't mean that you're the devil. It doesn't mean that you're influenced by the devil. You guys have got some kick-ass cards right here. Okay, first of all, not only do you have the devil, but you have the magician, you have judgment, you have the hanged man, and you have strength. So you have got 5 major arcanas. So this next week, I feel like it's this whole month for you, though, to be honest with you, Virgo. This whole month is just a really impactful month. The reason why Spirit had me use this deck, this light deck of light, is because those are activation codes. And Spirit had told me that if I started doing these readings online, that part of the energy that would be coming through would be energies that you might not be able to hear with your ears, or see with your eyes, but that it's still impactful just the same, okay? So I am using this Upgrade and Expansion Spray, which is an energetic spray. It's from Archangel Metatron. The woman that creates these is located in the UK. Her name is Amanda Ellis. I love these sprays because it really does set the energy for expansion, upgrade. And I feel like that's what you guys are working on. Okay. You've got all these major arcanas. You've gotten this enlightenment card. I feel like you guys are going to be stepping up, peeling away some of the layers, peeling away some of the stuff that has kept you in a lower vibration. Okay. And I think that's kind of what this devil energy is really talking about. So the devil energy, I mean, this is, you know, this is not a scary card, although it is scary because it's got this inverted pentagram on there. But basically what the devil energy represents is negative blocks and self-doubt. It's also an energy of procrastination or distractions. It's also a card of addiction. So addictions can be so many things. It doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, drugs and alcohol, though it could be. It could be addicted to sex. It could be addicted to food. It could be addicted to anything that keeps you off your path, really, right? Anything that knocks you off your path is basically what this card is about. So I feel as though this is what that main focus is. You're going to be doing shadow work this next week. And it's really important to do your shadow work. So what is shadow work? The shadow work are those parts of ourselves that need to be healed, that need to be brought up into the light. Very similar to what's happening on the planet right now. You know, we've been lied to for years. They all have had an agenda. And they've kept all that information from humanity, from the masses. Those people on the top that are making all the money, that are using us as slaves, you know, on this planet. So the devil card is a card. It's a challenge card for you, Virgo, to really go within, really look and evaluate where your thoughts are, what it is that's distracting you, what's keeping you from doing your inner work. Okay, so that's what this card is about. Now, the Knight of Pentacles represents your energy, Virgo. So this is what is helping you this week, is this Knight. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving Knight in the deck. However, this does represent you, and so this is representing you in a strong way in this reading. This is a card of, so the Knights in tarot are cards that need to take action. So it's telling you that you need to take some type of action. He's very slow moving. He's very much involved with the Pentacles has to do with our physical security, our wealth, our home, our possessions, our careers, and our home life, right? So basically, when on the Rider-Waite deck, this guy is sitting up on top of his horse, and he's overlooking his fields. And the fields look like they've just been cleared and plowed, and now he needs to put some seeds in the ground. He needs to take some type of action. He needs to move forward. And that's what this card is talking about. So I feel as though because you have the Devil card, and in the Celtic cross, this is the card that crosses over you, right? And so this is what it's saying is you got to get yourself on your path. You've got to realize what it is that's distracting you. if it is self-doubt, if it is feeling like you can't, maybe the thoughts that are in your mind is that you're feeling overwhelmed, or you're feeling um, as though you don't have the skill or the capability to get yourself out, this card is confirming you absolutely do. And the other thing too I want to bring to your attention was in this enlightenment card, right? It was saying, it's been saying, like, what I got in my meditations this last week too was that no one is going to be left behind. We are all going to go on our ascension path. Things will come to us as they need to. Some of you and some of us, right, on the planet, some of us need dynamite stuck under our butts in order to get us moving, right? So Spirit is really reaching out to you today and saying, please, please, please do the work. And they're confirming that you have all the tools right here with this magician. Now, the magician energy is all about mastery and expertise, training, right? This is learning new skills, mastering your skills. He has got all of the things that he needs. He's got his pentacles, his swords, his wands, his cup. He also has this red rose here, and red roses represent wisdom, love, courage, and action. And then on the other side, he has these beautiful white lilies, which is about compassion, purity of thought, and purity of action. And he is telling you that you're bringing down from up high, so as above, so below. You're bringing down your information, okay? This is saying you've got everything that you need. You've got the tools. You're being blessed by God because you've got this beautiful golden card there, right? You are a master. Step into your mastery because you can. You got it. What is supporting you is the Knight of Swords. So this is a second knight. The Knight of Swords is a fast-moving card. This is one that's telling you get out of your head and get moving, right? This knight is one about taking action. It says whatever it is that you're trying to create for yourself, stop thinking about it. Start putting things into action. Start taking your baby steps to move towards what it is that you're creating in your life. If you're trying to create a new job, or you're trying to create a new business, or you're trying to create a new home for yourself, or whatever it is that you're trying to create in your life, go for it. Take action. What is behind you is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a card about changes. Now, this is in your past. So this is a card about changes, and this is a card about winning at all costs, right? As you can see, there are two people here on the shore, because it looks like he's by the water. Is he by the water? Yeah, which way he's by the water? I'm not sure. But these two are defeated. They've laid down their swords, and what's he doing? He's picking up these swords and taking them away so they won't fight with him again. So at all costs, he's going to win because he's taking away the tools, right? And that's kind of what that energy is about. This is in your past. You're going to win at all costs. Sometimes it comes with a cost, right? Sometimes it costs us more than what we realize when we have that mentality. What is your near future is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, so this card is about hard work. This is about doing a lot of hard work. So it could very well be that you have been burning the midnight oil. You have been working very diligently on yourself, and you are almost there. This is a card about persevering, keep going, advancing, right? You're almost at this 10, which 10s are about completion. So you're very close. Keep moving forward. You're going to feel as though maybe this week that, man, I've been working on this one thing and I just feel tired and overwhelmed. And, is the reward worth the effort? And Spirit is telling you it absolutely is. Again, it's got gold back here, right? It's got this gold. So Spirit is telling you, keep moving forward. You're doing great. Your long-term energy is the Hangman. Now, the Hangman is a card, is a major arcana card. I don't feel as though this card is saying you're going to be completed with this energy or this lesson or what this represents for you in this next week. I feel as though this is going to continue because it's your long-term energy. So I feel like this is what you're going to be working through, maybe for the next couple of months or something along those lines. The Hangman is also about a distraction. Okay. So that taps into that devil energy. You're being hung upside down. On the Rider-Waite deck, he's hanging upside down on the tree of life. And on the Rider-Waite deck, if you look at him, he has this big halo of light around his head. It doesn't reflect that in this deck, but basically what that is an epiphany. It is an enlightenment. So once again, it's talking about enlightenment. This really works tremendously with this card right here because it's what it represents, is enlightenment. And it's also a slight delay. So you may have been working on something, because we work on multiple things. It's not like, oh, I just have one project. No, there's a lot of things that you're working on as a soul. And basically what this is you're being put upside down for a reason. You're being held back slightly for a reason. So there is a delay. It could cause frustration because it's like, how long do I have to keep working on the same thing, right? But what this is until you get that enlightenment, until you see what it is that Spirit wants you to see, you're going to be hanging upside down for a while. This is also a card of telling you that you need to change the way that you think about things. Really evaluate the way that you think. This is all about your belief system as well, right? So the Hangman is a delay that's out of your control. It's a card of asking you to think outside of the box. This is also a card of self-sacrifice, meaning that you are putting others before yourself. What else does this card represent? Spirit, what else do you want me to share with Virgo? So the vision that I've given is because not enough people are actually doing their inner work, but that's why this card is popping up. People need to take action in that, right? Even though we do have busy lives, and even though we are trying to, create a home for ourselves, we go to work so that we can create money, so that we can pay our bills and do all of those things. Spirit is saying that we really need to work on our inner selves, work on our inner connection, right? That inner connection with the God of your heart. Okay. External influences is the Page of Pentacles. So this is a message. You may be waiting for a message about your home. You may be waiting for a message on, maybe you went to the doctor and you've had some diagnostics done or some tests done or something like that. You could be waiting for results in order for you to be able to move forward with, just, am I okay or not, right? It could also tap, so it could tap into health. It could tap into your career. The pages do represent a new path, a new direction. So this could very well be that you are looking for a new path to move forward in your career space. It could be that you're looking for a new home. Some of you may be unsettled in your home space. What else could this represent, please? This could represent a young person. You could be waiting to maybe somebody that somebody that is a very creative individual, could be in your life as well. This could represent your kid, your child, you know, somebody that's younger. It's a younger energy. But the pages do represent messengers as well. So you could be waiting for a message regarding a new job or something along those lines. Future feelings. Here is the Judgment card. Again, this is a major arcana card. So the Judgment card is about awakening. On the Rider-Waite, there is an angel up here that's blowing this bugle. And the people down below, well, if you even look at this, well, you can see that there's a bugle right here, right? There's a bugle, there's spirit, and spirit is saying, wake up. So this is a wake-up call. This is some epiphany that you're going to have. I feel that this is all spiritually connected. I feel that something's going to come in that's going to give you pause. That's going to make you think about the ways that you have thought about things through your whole life. Could be shaking up your, you know, your belief system. You know, that could be a possibility for this next week. But as this is future feelings, I really feel that you will be embracing this call for you too. This is a call. This is a wake-up call. This is a call from spirit saying, you know, you got to get moving. You got to work on these things because these are really important things for you to work on. And it's going to change the way that you think about things. So this wake-up call is also tied to why you are on this hanging upside down. So something will come in and will cause you to recognize that there is an epiphany that needs to be made. It's going to come in. It's going to come in really strong. So be ready for that. And it's going to cause you to really go into yourself. This card is about your own inner strength. This card is a card about your willpower. This is a card about standing in your sovereignty. This is a card of your inner strength, not exhibiting that strength over others, even though she has calmed this lion here because she's got her hands or fingers in this lion's mouth. This lion is in submission. So she has the ability to be able to calm down any situation from her inner strength, her inner wisdom. And you're going to be embodying this energy at the end of as you go through this experience. I don't really feel that this is just for this week. I feel that this is the energy that's going to be moving forward with you for a little bit. I feel as though because it started off with this devil card, that it's really asking you to really go deep. That's really important for you at this time, Virgo. And your outcome is a beautiful outcome. Inner strength is just, you know, this is just an inner knowing. This is a card of sovereignty. This is a card of divine alchemy within yourself. This is a card of just, this is a beautiful card. Let's just put it that way. Okay, this looks really good. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull your 5 main themes to close out your reading. And your first card is the Parrot. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. Ooh. So I guess you're going to need to be careful as to who you share your inner deepest secrets with. Or maybe you've already shared them and now it's getting out. Okay, so just be aware. And you know, it's interesting that this card came up because if you listen to this reading, you are now given the opportunity to come up with a way as to how you are going to deal with those emotions. Are you going to allow yourself to be embarrassed? Are you going to allow yourself to be demeaned? This is an opportunity for you to stand in your sovereignty, in your inner strength, right? So it could very well tie into, you know, this strength card, how you decide to move forward with this information that's going to get out about you is, you know, an opportunity for you to be able to react. How are you going to react? How are you going to respond? Are you going to respond with feeling embarrassed? Are you going to respond with whatever, lower emotions? Or are you going to say, wow, I really thought that you were a friend and I'm very disappointed, but I'm also really happy to know where I stand with you, because now you have choices as to how you want to deal with that, right? It's giving you choices. Your next card is the Egg. Success assured with good plans and hard work. Yeah, and that's kind of what this 9 is about, right? Hard work moving forward. So yes, beautiful, beautiful card. So it's telling you you're going to have success, which is awesome. The next one is a wreath, sorrow over a loss. Now, you could look at this as sorrow over a loss in terms of a person, meaning somebody, it could very well be this parrot, right? Whoever this person is that you thought was a friend, now you're going to be sad because you know the true story about that individual. Does that hurt our heart? Absolutely does, right? You have every right to feel the feelings that you have in regards to that situation. Your next card is an older woman. She looks kind of like me, doesn't she? Well, I'm not quite that wrinkly. Thank God. Okay, older woman. Dealings or relationship with an older woman. I don't know what that has to do with, so I'm going to pull another one to see. You are on the road to success. So this older woman somehow or another is going to bring in that energy of success for you. And then your last card is the Fox. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. So I take that card as that represents to me like this seven of swords, where you have to be shrewd and you have to be strategic and those kinds of energies. But the other part of that is one of those messages that you may want to just keep things close to vest, right? You don't want to be sharing your deep, dark secrets, or you don't want to be sharing, not your deep, dark secrets, but maybe how you would resolve business types of situations, because you really, at this point, doesn't look like you know who you can trust. If you know who this gossiper is, then you can go through the process of releasing those people. But work, if it's somebody from work, then I would stay clear, right? As much as you can. Okay, Virgo. Virgo, I just want you to know that this magician right here, excuse me, and this Knight of Pentacles represented your energy in this reading, because the magician and the Knight represents Virgo. So thank you for being here. Have a great week. Thank you for being with me again. Please like, and I'll see you next time. Have a great week.